Well, hello Liverpool. Once again, here we are, the Orange Show from the Big Apple, New York City. I'm Dogstar Rose, and I'm doing a second show here from New York because there's so much material, and wanted to bring you some more of a flavour of this wonderful metropolis out here. And I'm making my way now to Queens, uptown Queens, to a place called The Local, which is a hostel, and a very nice one too. And I'm going to meet a guy who runs a record label, and we're going to talk about the music he puts together through that label, and a bit about the area as well. So I'm going to head uptown and meet with Matthew DeGroat. Playing in the introduction music here in the background is actually one of the tracks from the compilation. This is Merwin, My Dream Come True, and we'll be playing another couple of tracks as well from Drinkmore Records. And then later on in the show, I'll be giving a bit of a rundown of some of the best open mics that I personally have found here in New York City. There's plenty of them. We'll be playing some music from those as well, some interviews with people I'm meeting along the way, and even a little bit of subway material, some buskers, etc. I hope you enjoy the show. Stay with us, and follow me onwards into the Big Apple once again. So here we are. I've just made my way over to Queens, Long Island City, and heading to The Local, which is a fantastic hostel. It's a really nicely decorated, clean, beautiful, big hostel. And one of the guys who runs the bar and the front desk and pretty much does everything in and around the place, Matt DeGroat, he also runs Drinkmore Records. So I've come in to have a bit of a chat with him. Here I am sitting at the bar with my milk stout as well. Yes, it's a very nice pint from the Left Hand Brewery. I'll be drinking that during this interview, so excuse me if I slur my words at any point.
We should join you.
Good day. Hello. Welcome, Matthew.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're very pleased to meet you. I actually met you, what was it, 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
At the music night
music
we had
nights,
here.
yes.
Yeah.
And you played a couple of songs yourself.
I did.
And you were quite lovely.
I found it most enjoyable, you know. The acoustics in here are pretty
Quite
damn
nice,
good.
Yeah. This is, you can't see it, but it's a big warehouse space with very high ceilings. It looks like you could fit a couple of fire trucks in it.
Yeah. But it's quite warm as well. It must cost a lot to heat this place.
Yeah, the owners don't like to talk about that.
How many does this house as well?
We can put up about 140 guests in 38 rooms.
You had a Scouser stay here recently, didn't you?
Who's that? Oh, you're talking about Az. Yeah, we do occasionally have the crazy Liverpudlian.
Yeah.
Yes, he played a couple times actually.
Yeah,
we had him play 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, it was thanks to Az that he brought me here, and I found you. So what I want to chat to you about is Drinkmore Records. You actually passed me a compilation CD, and I went off and had a listen to it. There's some quality stuff on here, so at some point during the interview I want to talk about a couple of my favourite tracks on here.
Great, yeah.
Which will play as well. And also I want to pull a couple of tracks from you that you really like from either past or present mainstream. But first and foremost, can you tell our listeners back in Liverpool about Drinkmore Records, how you came by the name?
Well, hello, Liverpool. This all started... I used to run a record shop north of the city in the suburbs.
Okay.
And we kind of started it
north of the city, where? Because, I mean, this city is...
Well, Rockland County, a town called Nyack. It's about 30 minutes north of the city.
Okay.
So I started this out of the basement record shop I was working in. a couple people kind of helped me out in the beginning, getting going with finances and pressing our first batch of vinyl and stuff like that. But since then, the shop's closed, and, sad face. But we've kept the label going, or I've kept the label going. Occasionally I'll get help, but mainly it's a one-man operation that's out of my bedroom.
Yeah.
Every year I try and make these compilations to help promote bands that I believe are just like severely underrated and really, really talented, that I just really would love more people to hear.
Yeah.
And it started in the New York City area, and then it kind of got national, and now we're using bands in, overseas and stuff.
Yeah.
Last year we had a band from Finland, a band from England. This year we had another band from England as well.
Because I saw on you have a page on Facebook as well, don't you?
Yeah,
Drink More Records, so people can just type that in and find you.
Yeah.
And I saw then that it was like quite international who you put on your compilations. But it started out as all New Yorkers first of all, did it? And is this number 4 that I've got in my hand?
The first one that we did was actually a cassette tape, and I handmade all of them. And if you've ever made tapes
on a cassette tape,
and it's in real time, so there's no click a magic button to burn a CD. I'm sitting there making tapes, but we
play and record, pause,
and it
stop,
only had,
rewind.
I think it only had like 8 songs on it. And so after that year, I went to CD because it just took too long.
Yeah.
But yeah, we started finding all these really cool artists, and it really started in the shop. We had kids come down and ask to play, and they wanted to sell their records. So I found a lot of bands from that area. And then just, going to shows in the city all the time. I've been living in Brooklyn for, I don't know, 10 or 11 years now.
Where'd you originate from then?
From where I opened the shop up in Rockland County. Okay. But we found a lot of great local artists in the city, in Brooklyn, and now running events here in Long Island City and meeting all kinds of great songwriters and musicians. So it's so much fun putting these things together, and I hand make all these.
Do you do the designs as well? It's quite an intriguing design on the front here. Some kind of alien popping out of an astronaut's attire. One eye.
Yeah, usually I do the art. This year I got one of the guys that's in the British band Falling Out of Love with This Volume, or Full ATV, what's it called? The guitar player in that band, I got him to do the artwork because I've seen a bunch of his art and I was kind of in love with it, and I thought it'd be cool if he did a cover.
It kind of fits,
it looks
really
really
does
cool,
fit. Yeah. So the British band, which part of Britain are they from?
They're just outside London. I guess you could call
Have
them
you ever had
London-based.
a Scouse band, Liverpudlians?
No, I haven't.
Well, something to link with now, anyway.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
Maybe
we got
people
you, right?
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, put Future Jack on your next compilation would be ace. But if anyone else wants to get in touch with you via that, so the gig that you do here every Wednesday night, is that you that puts that on as well? You?
Yeah. So this hostel opened in February, and I suggested a music night. Once we got the bar up and operational, we started live events in March. 2014. So it's brand new.
Wow.
Every Wednesday night, and we're starting to get so many bands that want to come back, and new bands that want to play here.
Yeah.
So we're going to start doing Saturdays as well.
Brilliant.
Starting next year, 2015. So, and it's
Popular
been great. We've
already.
had so many amazing musicians come through here. It's really fantastic, and some of them actually ended up on this compilation as well.
So going back to this compilation, because I want to play this track now for the listeners, I'd just like you to tell me a bit about this band, because I'm blind to all of these. It's the first time I've heard any of them.
And most
really
people
good,
too, yeah.
Really good compilation.
I really want people to sit and listen to this.
It's track 13, Space Cadet by the Pillheads.
Actually, it's Pillheads by
the Space Cadet. I knew I'd get it the wrong way around. That's the thing about America. Even the locks are back to front.
Yeah.
Come on, yeah.
It's actually
So Pillheads. Tell us about them.
It's Space Cadet.
Oh, Space Cadet.
You're the Space Cadet.
I am on Milk Stout.
She's had a couple of Milk Stouts. They're brand new. They're this all-female band up in Rockland County, and they can't be more than 16 years old. I mean, they put out this EP a few months ago.
4-piece? How many of them? Do you know?
4-piece.
4-piece.
They put out this EP a few months ago, and I heard it. It's really rough, and it's a little sloppy, and it's just amazing. It's beautiful. It's really, really, really good. And you can tell they're gonna start doing like really important stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like. So we picked that track. There's a lot of different kind of stuff on this short little EP that they did. Mm-hmm. I definitely recommend checking the whole thing out.
Are they on the net? Have they got their own webpage?
They're up on the Bandcamp. You can find them on Facebook. I'm not Facebook. Facebook.
Space
now I'm
yourself,
spacing out. I swear I'm not drinking. So check them out on Facebook, and on they have a Bandcamp page up where you can have listen to the full EP. But
Brilliant.
this track is one of my favorites.
Okay, well, we're going to play this now, and then we'll come back and we'll speak a bit about your band, because are you in a band?
I am.
Yeah, okay, we'll speak about that when we come back. This is Pillheads by Space Cadet. Yeah, got it right.
I'm so stoned in my bed, staring at the ceiling with eyelids made of lead. I'm so cold, got the chills, bent you over for hours, trying to help you rid of the pills. Hit the brakes, lipstick highlights on your wrist. Hit the road, 'cause this is not your home. Oh no. You're still stoned in my head. I always wanna remember you as happy as this. I'm hot, I'm sweating, up for hours, too late with my own apprehension. Hit the brakes, lipstick highlights on your waist. Hit the road, 'cause this is not your home. Oh no. Floorboard splintering under our feet. Basement fast approaching. Guess this is where we'll meet. I guess this is where we'll meet. I'm so stoned in my bed, staring at the ceiling with eyes made of lead.
And we are back. Great track. I feel that they sound a little bit like the Pixies.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
They're gonna love to hear that.
Good, good. Well, I'm definitely going to check them out some more. Moving on, tell us about your band, please. Because I believe you're on Bandcamp as well.
I am. A little shameless self-promotion.
Why not?
I'm on that compilation, Incognito. It's a little bedroom project called The Aquatic Safety. And I've been just kind of messing around and recording at home all this weird crap since 2012 and just putting out EPs digitally. I did one 7-inch when I first started, and now I got a partner and we're playing live as a duo, and it's going really well. And we just put out a brand new EP called Dr. Zizmore Never Dies. You'd get that if you lived in New York City.
Right, okay, I was just about to ask, who is Dr. Zizmore?
He's famous on the subways here.
Oh, okay.
Yes, very famous.
Okay.
In any case...
Have a little look into that one then.
That came out in October, and me and Mike, who's the other guitar player and singer, we've been just kind of doing shows whenever we feel like playing with...
So you play as a duo, what, both guitars and vocals? Or
he does guitar and vocals, and I'll do guitar and vocals and some keyboards, and I kind of like, I have like the harmonica kazoo headset and a tambourine strapped to my foot, and I'm like,
a bit of percussion.
So we're like a full band, but
Okay.
only two guys.
Yeah.
Sometimes
that's
Michael will
intriguing.
bust out the ukulele and make it real interesting.
Yeah. So your track on here is called Boast No Pills.
Yes.
Yeah.
Little play
Okay.
on words.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll play that one a little bit further down the line as well. What sort of music in mainstream do you listen to, and what sort of music do you like from the past?
It's
I mean,
mostly
is there
the
any
past,
British stuff,
yeah.
or is it all American?
It's
or?
mostly New Zealand, actually.
Oh, okay.
Anything on a label called Flying Nun Records that was around, or they're still around, but the stuff that came out in the 80s.
Flying
Nun.
Nun.
I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
obsessed.
Flying Nun
like
Records.
bands like The Clean and the Verlaines and Tall Dwarfs and stuff like that.
Okay. I mean, can I try and
Definitely.
hunt one of these down
Please.
to play on the show now? I mean, where can
Yeah,
I?
please do.
You'll help me access one of
I
them.
don't even know where to start.
Okay. Well.
I'm a big fan of Tall Dwarfs.
Tall
The
Dwarfs,
main
okay.
guy's name is Chris Knox. Anything that guy, I guess he's like the New Zealand John Lennon.
Okay.
But that nobody knows about.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, really brilliant stuff. The Clean is another amazing band. They influenced one of my other favorite American bands, Pavement.
Right. Yes.
So yeah, definitely check out The Clean if you want to search around for a great track to get you started. One called Anything Could Happen.
Okay.
Check out that one.
Right, I'm going to tap it into my little computer and pull one of them up.
Yes,
We'll
do
get
it.
one of them playing. We're going to play your track now off of this compilation. And then when we come back, I want to speak to you about some of your future projects as well that
Cool.
are up and coming.
Okay, great.
By the time this goes out, the New Year's Eve will probably have been and gone, but we'll chat about it anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, let's play your track, the Aquatic Safety,
right.
Boast No Pills. Okay, brilliant. Yes, and coming back after a bit more of songs with pills in the title. Pillheads, Boast No Pills.
I just realized that.
Yeah.
So that's how you're picking the tracks. Oh no.
So tell us a bit about future plans then. What's on the cards for Drink More Records and yourself, the Aquatic Safety?
You know, we actually have been talking to the girls in Space Cadet to see if we can't maybe work together on their next EP. I kind of want to go in and help produce it, and if
Engineering and playing as well. Was it the whole shebang?
No,
or?
they got all the musicians down. I just kind of want to, help out any way I can, and hopefully we're going to try and get a vinyl pressing done for summer, but we'll see. That's one of the projects I'm thinking of doing. The Aquatic Safety EP has been sent out to the plant a while back, so we're waiting. We've just been waiting and waiting on that one. Should have the vinyl out by March, finally.
So is vinyl still really big here then? Or is it having a resurgence? Or
Yeah,
because
I think
it's kind of coming back into vogue and has been for a while back in Liverpool.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's a better sell than CDs right now, but that's really not saying much. We don't make any money, but But
is that across the board here on the music scene? I mean, I've only been here about 3.5 weeks now, maybe 4 weeks, and already I've heard of 3 music venues closing down.
Oh yeah,
their doors are closing.
It's tough here. It's really tough. I feel like you do so much better over in the UK. I used to play in a power pop band, and I toured around this country for years, and we had some decent shows, occasionally break even, but usually you just lost money and you played for the bartender and the other band's girlfriends. But I was lucky enough to go over in May to Liverpool and London and play.
So you played in Liverpool?
Yeah, the Cavern.
Right. Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah,
and you enjoyed that, yeah?
Oh yeah, it's cool. Liverpool is a great city. I loved it.
Yeah,
I really did. London's a lot like New York, so it's very pretty. But
yeah, busy though.
Yeah,
busy
London's a little more.
squash.
I mean, Liverpool is a little more down to earth and kind of, I don't know, had a bit more character, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
So we had a great time there. We did 2 shows there, and then we did 2 shows in London. But we had a much better turnout, and the people's enthusiasm is just. It's such a different scene than it is here, traveling around this country and playing,
Yeah.
It seems like people just...
Do you think this country is only for the big bands that are already in the limelight from years ago then, and that are still continuing
You have to create some sort of buzz on your own somehow here to keep up or to be successful at all. Whether that means just having some amazing products or... Maybe it's
actually earning a living
pretty
by
good, and you're on the road 364 days a year. It's really up to you. It's how much work you want to put in. But I just feel like the audiences here, their attention span's a little shorter, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I see as well, like at some of the events I've been to and musicians play, they actually go round with their hat or their bucket and they pull in like tips for the band. So it gives them a little bit of money, but that's not much, is it?
It's hard to get paid, and I'll tell you one thing, it's near impossible to get paid playing in New York City. It's just, clubs will charge $10
Yeah, it's paid to play here, isn't it?
Yeah, and if you get paid from that, you get $20 to split amongst 4 people. It's kind of silly. We don't charge a cover here, like you say. We pass around the tip bucket. The bands get free drinks, and I like to keep it like that. And as far as myself playing with the aquatic safety around the city, we like to play shows that are free and just kind of collect tips or sell records and stuff. We'll play shows that I guess are $5 at the door, but no more than that. Nobody wants to pay more than that.
Yeah.
Especially when you got to go into a bar and pay $6-7 for a beer.
A couple of the open mic night events here, because I've really scanned through a lot of them, and I saw one the other day. $25. They want you to pay on the door.
What?
And you play, and you get 2 songs.
For $25?
You pay them $25.
Oh, what an awful
and
scam.
then whilst you're in there, you've obviously got to buy some beers.
How do those
and
people
that.
sleep at night?
It's like, and yet...
That's awful.
Yeah.
That's really awful.
So it's quite an eye-opener here. I mean, I thought it was quite saturated back in Liverpool with the music scene, but I guess it's all over. Yeah. I mean, Liverpool just keeps producing so many brilliant musicians.
Yeah.
And often you go to a gig and you play, but you're playing to musicians.
Yeah.
Now that's what's happening here as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not in the local here, actually. I really enjoyed playing here because I was playing to an audience that weren't all musicians.
Right. And there are people from around the world, which
is I made new friends who we've now connected with and hopefully going to stay friends as well.
I've had bands play here that sell their CDs or records or T-shirts to people from Germany and China, and it's just so cool,
It's good to have merchandise as well, really, isn't it? Because then you can, if someone likes you, they will buy it.
I mean... I got to take a quick break.
And you're going to be right back?
I'll be back in about 5 to 7 seconds.
Okay, Mr. Barman. So while Matt goes off there to serve a customer, I'll take this opportunity to play from the Flying Nun Records site at Bandcamp, the Tall Dwarfs. This is their track called Clover.
Clover.
and clover, and over my head pull a sheet made of mirror, so I can see myself and leave me for a long time. Do not disturb my rest for ages and ages, for I am tired and I need some relaxing. My mind is cluttered with the days and the nighttime. My blood is buttered on both sides of the story. There is a running joke of who was the loved one who took his life to end the peace of contentment we all expect to have in time and tradition. The common fear is that lay me in aspic, preserve elasticize the way I resemble a lot of other fools who reach for their anger and never say a word aloud in their own way, that what we are is not so good.
So yeah, you get called away at all times to do all different things, making drinks and that. What's your best cocktail then that you make? While we're on the subject,
You should really try my beer.
my beer.
Beer? No. Have a beer. Don't make me make a cocktail.
Oh,
We have a really amazing craft
It
beer
is.
list here.
well, I've got one of them, haven't I? You know,
yeah,
that
you
was,
do.
That's really
You
good.
know, it's a really
Let's have a look.
great-
We've got a Smutty Nose Robust Porter.
Smiley is a great brewery out of New Hampshire. They're fantastic. We don't have any like Bud or Corona or anything like that. We want our international guests to try good American beer when they come here, because
Yeah.
we're not really known for. We're known for Budweiser, which is piss in a can.
What happened to Colt 45?
Ah.
Was that American?
I'm sure. Yeah.
We
Absolutely.
used to, when I was a little girl, we
Oh,
used to
yeah.
have that over in England.
No, I used to drink it too. 99 cents
Yeah.
for or 22 ounces.
There's a the Flying Dog Raging Bitch. Yeah, we've got that over in the UK.
Oh, yeah? Flying Dog?
Smutty Nose Old Brown Dog.
I noticed that you guys had 6 Point over in the UK. 6 Point's a brewery here in Brooklyn.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
didn't-
noticed in London.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not drunk in London for quite a while, so I didn't see that. What else have you got here? I can't pronounce that one.
Narragansett. Yeah.
Narragansett.
You just call them Gannies.
Yeah. Oh, you've got Doc's Hard Apple Cider.
We have some great cider. That's a really great dry cider.
Yeah.
We have one that's a little sweeter. That's the Down East.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So what's your favourite part of New York City? Is it here where you are in Queens?
I mean, it really is now. I never expected. I've had a ton of really crappy jobs, and I just kind of ended up here. I'm really
What's
happy
your
here.
crappiest job?
Oh,
What was the crappiest job you
you know
had?
what? It probably was the one right before here, and I was in an office. I just got married, and I was like, gotta have a job. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's a steady paycheck. Got an interview, got into this horrible, horrible place, and property management. Probably the most stressful thing. Oh my God, yeah. People just screaming and yelling all day, or packed into this tiny cubicle, and just paper and all that. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not doing anything remotely near
Your skill
I'm just
set.
wasting my life here. So I started applying to jobs and looking around. I found this place, and well, here I am, and I couldn't be happier. Yeah.
Brilliant. So what's happening here for year one of anniversary? Go on, you can feel free to serve while you're.
I'm gonna pour a
yeah.
beer while I'm on the air.
I recognise this guy from the
Yeah,
other
this is
night.
one of
Hello.
one of our favorite locals, Ken.
Hey, no, I don't
Like
usually
a-
drink. We were here drinking double IPAs.
Ken in there. One of my favorites.
What's his name again?
That's Ken.
Ken,
He's
yes.
one of our locals. He's a
I remember
brilliant
having
artist.
a couple of shots with him the other
Yeah,
night.
and a great painter.
Yes.
We got a lot of great artists in this neighborhood. There's a lot of cool studio space in the area. So yeah, Long Island City is a beautiful part of the city. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Great views of Manhattan, and without all the crazies running around.
So, as we come to a close of this interview, what would be your... I've already chosen what I think was my best one, and we've had your track from your compilation. Give us a third one from it. And also, whilst maybe pondering on that, what advice would you have to any up-and-coming musician, whether they be from across the pond or here in the US of A?
Well,
have you got any words of wisdom for them?
I do, but I don't think your show's long enough.
Let me interrupt real quick, Matt.
Ken's back.
Yay. Have a good
happy
Christmas.
holidays.
Yeah, I'll be here every night.
Yeah, I'm going out of state.
All right.
So,
Merry
but I'll be
Christmas,
back,
man.
so
We'll see you when you get back.
Ken, nice to see you
Yes.
again. Yeah.
You guys have a
Okay,
good
take
day.
care.
Yeah, we always got your back, man.
Hey.
All right, so looking at this, I gotta say, right off the bat, one of my favorites, Origami Sun,
Okay.
the track Prettier. This guy, one-man band, records everything himself, performs live by himself, and he just made this fantastic record where every song is just perfect. The instrumentation is wild, and the songs are so hooky, and it's just a great record. So that would be right off the top of my head.
Okay.
And then right under that, the first track. I put it on there
I
first
love the
because
first track,
it's
actually. It does grab you.
She's one of my favorite people. She's on this compilation listed as Francie Moon.
Yeah.
Her name is Melissa, and she was in this duo called Melissa and Paul, where she played guitar and sang, and Paul was the drummer. And they just made this incredible double EP that just blew my mind. She has this amazing voice that just gets inside of you. Man, it's pure rock and roll. I haven't heard anything like it in a long time.
It's a very good track to start
this track,
a CD off
this
with.
solo EP she's doing, the stuff she does is amazing.
Okay, well maybe I'll play them back to back, track 3 and track 1. We'll do that.
One, yeah.
Any last words of wisdom, if you do have them, like a quick sentence
Just,
or two?
Look, I'm 34 years old now, and I'm happy where I am. There is no final destination. Just keep playing, keep working. If you love it, don't ever stop doing it. There's no... you remember that movie Logan's Run?
Yes.
What do they say? There is no...
I don't remember what they say, but I remember Logan's Run. They all had them cat suits on and that, didn't they? Did they?
The one where they have the blinking things in their hand and they all have to die when they're 30.
Yeah,
they
that's
try to
it.
find sanctuary.
Yes.
There is no
sanctuary.
sanctuary. Okay, just keep plugging along and doing what you love.
Brilliant.
If you start doing it for other reasons, you'll never be happy.
Yeah. Matthew DeGroat, Drinkmore Records, and The Local. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Brilliant.
Take care.
Bye. So here, coming up now, are those two tracks, as promised. They are Prettier by Origami Sun, which will be played first, back to back with Frankie Moon, I Gave It All I Could. And yeah, these are all from Drinkmore Records, compilation number 4. Right, I'm now back on the subway and heading to the bitter end in Bleecker Street, part of the Village down there in Manhattan. And yeah, we've got a bit of subway musicians, buskers in the background here. And in this part of the show, I'll be playing some extracts from the open mic. And there's a bit of an interview as well that I have with an interesting young New Yorker called Mustafa. So yeah, continue on this journey with me. Tune in and let's find out what's really happening at New York City open mics.
Welcome. Thank you for coming out. It's really, really great to see such a great turnout. So welcome and thank you for coming. And I'm looking forward to hearing. Wow, pizza. Looking forward to hearing everybody. It's going to be great. We're going to have a good time today. For those of you who are here for the first time, if you're playing music, please play 2 songs. If you're doing something else, poetry or rapping or comedian, let's keep it to 8 minutes. And what else? Stick around till the end if you can. Support your fellow musicians. To give you a little incentive for that, we'll do a raffle at the end of the day, and we'll raffle off a couple of iTunes gift cards. What else can I tell you? If you want to record your set, let me know. We'll record it. We'll give you a CD for $10. Just give me some notice so I can get that ready. My name is Evan, by the way, so when you need to address me, you can say, "Yo, Evan." I know there's a few other things. I'm going to take some pictures of you. I try to remember to get a picture of everybody while they're on stage. If I forget, tell me. I'll take a picture of you somewhere else. At your seat. At your seat. Come on, people. Get your minds out of the gutters. As if that's where it was.
Yours was.
And I'm going to post them on the Facebook page for the open mic. Feel free to go there and tag your pictures, because obviously I can't. I just can't. Did I leave anything out?
Drink, please.
Jess, yes, drink, please. It's not too early to drink. You're here. You're up. You're awake. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
$2.
You don't have to drink alcohol. We got soda pop. We got juices and coffee and tea and all that kind of stuff. But buy a couple of drinks while you're here, because it helps us keep doing this. You know, we don't charge for sign-ups for this thing, and never will. And there's no cover charge for people to come in and see you. You don't want to do that either. So support us. Support Ray. That's right. Buy some drinks while you're here. I'm sure there's more things I'll want to tell you that I might have left out. I'm a little logy this morning. I was playing here last night till 3, so I'm a little tired. I probably forgot a couple things, but as the day goes on, I'll remember it. I'll tell you. Anyway, without any further ado, let's. Ray, are you free enough to come up here and get this thing started for us? Excellent. Your bartender and server is not that really. She is a fantastic singer-songwriter. Are you an actress also? Sometimes she's an actress, as you'll see when she serves you. But she's a fantastic singer-songwriter, and please welcome Ray Zaragoza.
Well, it's here for anyone else who wants to use it. Is this thing on? So I'm playing a show here with my full band this Tuesday at 7:30, and it'd be awesome to see as many of you guys there as possible. I have flyers. I'll hand them out afterwards. Yeah, I'm Ray, and this is called Crazy Eyes. I'm sorry, whoever's waiting for a drink. I'll get them afterwards.
wanting more. Play that record forever and ever. Lay me down, round and round and round. Soft lips, crazy eyes, a twisted lullaby. We sigh. Soft lips, crazy eyes, a twisted lullaby. We sigh, soft lips, crazy eyes, a twisted lullaby. We sigh, soft lips, crazy eyes, a twisted lullaby. We sigh,
Please come on Tuesday. I'll give you a flyer. Thank you.
I hope you don't mind, but I'm recording a bit of this just because I'm doing a radio show for Liverpool Community Radio.
Okay.
Checking out New York City.
Yeah.
You know, seeing what's happening and going musically.
Right.
So, if you don't mind, I might use this part of our conversation.
Oh, sweet. Hello, Liverpool. Welcome to America.
What's your name?
My name is Rostafa, Rostafa.
Ah, brilliant.
Yes.
So we're going to check out your music. We're going to hang around because you're going to be going up soon. You've got a guitar. Are you on deck?
I wish I was on deck. I still gotta wait. I came here late.
What does on deck mean for...
On deck basically means that you're up next. The following number, the main event, the main attraction.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes,
Really good. Yeah, so we're at the bitter end.
Bleecker Street. Yes.
New York City. Oh, so are we Manhattan as well?
Yes, we are in Manhattan.
East, west, west?
East. Lower East Side.
Lower East Side. Is that the Village?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Cool. Nice.
Yes. Yeah, it's a cover.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
It's by Bob Dylan.
This next song I wrote, it's called La Da Da.
Who does that?
Do you La Da Da?
Oh, La Da Da.
On my heart, la-da-da-da. All the rhythm in my blood goes to the beat of your heart, and I'm all about when it comes to you. I just need your arms to keep me tight. Hold my head, keep me warm all night. As the sun starts setting, our eyes start getting heavy. It's only in your head, on your mind. Do you la-da-da on my heart? Do you la-da-da? Do you la-da-da on my heart? Do you la-da-da? I could tell you, you let breathing. I won't wake you, no, keep on sleeping. And I will hold you, hopefully so. You'll know I love you without me saying so. Do you la-da-da on my heart? Do you la-da-da? Do you la-da-da on my heart? Do you la-da-da? When we both come to, I will tell you all the things you never got to hear. Like I'm in love, and I'll just hold you here in my arms, dear. Do you la-da-da on my heart? Do you la-da-da? Do you la-da-da on my heart? Do you la-da-da? Do you la-da-da on my heart? Do you la-da-da?
That was Daniel Pittinger, or is it Pittinger, there with his track La Da Da. And at the beginning there, I was just chatting to Rose Staffer, who I'd just met. We were kind of talking over the cover of Bob Dylan, which was firstly done by the Byrds, I think. And so anyway, I'm going to hop outside here now and go to the interview that I had with Rose Staffer, getting his perspective on what it is to be a performer, whether it's in New York or anywhere in the world. This is we're just skipping outside now, probably a few hours on from being in the open mic, but we will come back again indoors, and I'll play a couple of other performers because there was some good quality there at the bitter end.
Go on, let's bring a bit of that spark back. What did you say as a performer? What?
What I said, sometimes as a performer, we go into a place where emotion and other traits that goes with what we do doesn't come to mind. It's just
what other traits?
For example, whether it's a theme like love or hatred or any type of feeling or vibe. It's
so what, do you get that going through your mind every split second of every day of every experience you're having?
Of course, because we're human.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what a fast interrelation to then bring that into song to then perform it.
Well, that's the thing.
How many times is that being magnified?
Well, that's the thing. That's how it starts. And normally, as you grow as a performer, you realize that yes, they exist, but the thing is, though, that transfers from the performer to the audience, and the audience grasps that, and then all you're left with is not only the words that were empowered by whatever themes or concepts that came beforehand. It's more or less the what the performer is left with.
Are you telling me they're left with the bones of it?
Pretty much the bones of it, because remember, once it goes out in the public domain, it can be any way interpreted in any way, shape, or fashion what they want. That's why I like great songs, that they can be interpreted in so many different ways.
Yeah, and the person doesn't mind that being done neither, I'm sure. Whether dead or alive, that person, if their songs, if they were a true soul and, you know, their song interpreted hundreds of times, surely that's a good thing if people do it. Great, you know, justice maybe.
Right, well, I mean, that's what we like to call longevity, you know, and longevity shows its own bound just by like, you know, if a song lasts, like, for example, like This Land Is Your Land by, you know, Woody Guthrie, I mean, that just says volumes, because the thing is that not necessarily the genre or the first meaning behind it, it's more
we're keeping up, come on. Okay.
We're walking through the streets of the village.
Thank you, Mr. Taxi driver.
It's really all about, you know...
And there was no bib.
Well, it's really all about the fact that if a song can live long, it's because, first of all, the intention wasn't for it to live long.
Yeah.
And secondly, it was made for one specific situation, but then as it grows and as people grow, if songs are in for somebody's perspective that good,
on balance, or I don't know,
it just shows up, you know, really for the perception of, oh, this song lasts long because.
What is your notion of longevity? Because we're coming to the end of this little chat here now.
Yeah,
what's your notion of longevity? Have you got the answer for us, Mustafa, please?
Well, the answer, if I gave you an answer, it'd only be from one perspective.
Yours.
Yeah, exactly. But my answer would probably be, what's the answer to longevity? Don't think longevity, think now.
Yeah.
Because literally time is always now.
Yes.
There's no past or present, there's no past or future in the now. It's just now.
Yeah, it's just now. That's it. It's this. Hold on. What can I smell? Air. Thank you so much, Mustafa, for taking the time to speak with us.
I love England.
Yay. Have you been?
No, I want to go so bad.
You better get your butt over there.
Yeah.
Liverpool. Make Liverpool your landing point.
Landing point.
Yeah, it's a nice little port.
Okay. Let's get smashed.
Yeah.
Stand and walk out on me. Let me hold you and I'll sing you a song. I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get tired a little, my friend. Yes, I get tired a little, my friend. I will try a little, my friend. What do I do when my love, she's away? So worried to be alone. Oh, no. How do I feel by the end of the day? Or you say that you're on your own? Yes, I get high a little, my friend. Yes, I get high a little, my friend. I will try a little, my friend. Do you need anybody?
All right. Feeling all right? No pun intended. All right. Now, unfortunately, we only do 2. I love to perform to you guys. Thank you so much. I love New York City. I'm a Jersey boy. Get at me. All right. Yeah, I hope everyone's taking pictures of this. I'm having fun, man. All right. Hope you guys are having fun. This song, I'm not sure if Jerry Garcia ever played here, among many other people I look up to that played here. This one I learned off of a Vice City game, because I like violent video games and I like good tunes with bad video games. It's about age and feeling all good.
So it's this part of the show where I am going to give you a bit of a rundown of some of the open mic music events that I have managed to get to here in the Big Apple. I've been to lots of different places across Midtown Manhattan, Broadway, getting over the Brooklyn Bridge to Long Island, to some trendy places like Williamsburg and Queens. It's pretty vast area to cover, but it's doable. And you can find all of these places on the internet. If you just tap them into some search engine, I'm sure they'll come up. You've got places like the Way Station, the Tea Lounge, the Local, Williamsburg Music Centre, Bijan's, The Bitter End, Paddy O'Reilly's, The Sidewalk, Parkside Lounge. I'm not sure whether I said that one already or not. But one in particular we like as well. Well, I like them all, to be honest. But coming up in the show now are some clippets from time spent at Pete's Candy Store. And it's like being on board the Orient Express, just the layout of the venue, and the musicians and audience alike are really respectful. They actively listen to you. It's all really pleasant. Lovely afternoon spent there. It's a daytime session on a Sunday. So if you stick with us, we'll be heading over there very shortly to listen to some of that. In the meantime, in the background, if you can hear, it's Anything Could Happen by The Clean, reverting back to my chat earlier with Matthew DeGroat. This would have been one of his choices of music to listen to. So I'll leave you with the rest of The Clean, Anything Could Happen, and then we'll see you over in Pete's Candy Store very shortly. Literally just he'll be fine, because then we can get a little bit of Dennis playing in the background there. So give us your name.
I'm Ryan O2.
Ryan O2?
Yeah.
Oh.
Irish name. Yeah.
Nice, okay. So you're a stand-in host this evening, aren't you?
I'm a guest host tonight. I'm a performer like most people that come here.
Yeah.
The host of this mic is Bruce Martin, who he's a member of the Tom Tom Club. He's a great musician, and he's the normal host, but it's the holidays. I think either he's on holiday or he's sick or lazy.
Yeah, one of any of the above. Yes. So you play here then, and he said, come on, dude, can you come and stand in for me?
Yeah, he asked me to cover as the host because I've been coming here for 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah,
How
every
long
Sunday.
has this place been going though?
Ages.
Because a lot of places are closing now,
It used to be a candy store, literally, and now it's kind of a very small music venue. The back room has like a 40-50 person capacity.
Oh, is there a back room beyond where
we are? No,
that is.
Yeah. And then there's a patio, and then there's the front room, which is kind of the bar area.
Yeah.
And that's a little bit bigger, but it's a very small, intimate room.
So did you used to come here when it was a candy bar?
No, I was in New York at that time. I think that was the 70s. Yeah, I came up in Arizona. But,
okay. Cool. So what's your favourite thing about this place, and what keeps bringing you back here?
Well, I think it's I'm a songwriter, and I believe open mics are kind of like a way, they're like a gym of sorts where you
flex your
every
vocal.
week. You just come every week with your new song and hear it bounce off the back wall and hear other people watching you play.
But we've had comedians as well here, haven't we? That's some of it. There's some funny stuff.
Comedians and music. Every comedian I've ever met can play an acoustic guitar, and but not only that, but music and comedy are intertwined, especially in the open mic setting, because everyone's doing a 5-minute or 10-minute set. And for musicians, we have a script.
It's nice to break it up, isn't it? It's nice to break up between the musicians to have a bit of comedy.
It's a beautiful thing, and I've had all my friends that are comedians that I've met at open mics are kindred spirit. Like, we all are just after the same thing. We're trying to do a good job and serve our songs in public and make other people, hear what we're doing.
Yeah. And this is a bit of an alternative because it's a Sunday kind of mid-after. Well, it starts
at 5 p.m. on a Sunday and ends at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And
we're going to run over a bit tonight, do you
It's
reckon?
been a little bit, but typically no. It's become very popular since we're close to Christmas here. Everyone's like on a jumbo jet.
But a lot of other places are shutting as well. I've only been here 3.5 weeks, and I already know of 3 venues that used to hold open mics have closed.
Yeah.
Why is that? What's happening?
Well,
and why does Pete's Candy Store keep going?
Where we're at here in Williamsburg is quite a very up and coming place to live. Like maybe like Brick Lane would be like an example in London, but the rents are like going through the roof, and no one, at least that I know, the venues that I know, they're all leasing, they're renting their space, so the rents just keep going up, and the venues can only make so much money, and basically it's just greedy pockets. And
anyone you know that's come to Pete's Candy Store, anyone you know that's made it streamline, into mainstream from this kind of scenario? Has anyone been found?
Well, I know that it's in Jonathan Demme's new movie, the venue. It's been in a couple films, this place, because it's an intimate spot for music, and it's kind of like I wouldn't call it the heart of the open mic local scene, but it's a long-running open mic, and we encourage people to come and play new songs and take a chance. But as far as famous people coming through here, I don't know. Everyone changes their name. I know. Like Lana Del Rey or whatever was here at one point, and I've seen some people that are quote unquote not famous do very well here, and every band I've ever been in, I met the person here.
Yeah. Brilliant. Okay, Ryan O'Toole, thank you so much for giving us a bit of time.
I hope I gave you some nuggets to grab onto.
For the Liverpool community.
Oh yeah.
You're going to have an influx.
Hello, Liverpool. I love you.
You're going to have an influx of Scousers before you know it.
It's important to just believe in yourself and don't stop.
Brilliant.
Don't stop doing what you do.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
Cheers.
Thanks.
All right. I know I don't look it, but I'm not in the best physical shape, and I fell down in my music studio the other day, and I'm laying on the floor, and I couldn't get up. I said, fuck it, now I'm just going to sit here and write a song, and I wrote this song. It's called That Much Fun. When you walk out on the highway and you ain't got no clothes on, you know you have a ride. It's somewhere you've been heading all along. You feel free out on the freeway. You're living your life your way, and you ain't got no plans. No, you ain't got no plans. And when you're flying high on a Friday night, you gotta hit that night with all your might. No telling come the morning light, no telling which way things will go. And when you come down, way down to the ground, then you will understand. Yes, you will understand, and you'll begin to see things differently. Maybe now you'll begin to really see. Then you can look inside your head and you can see where all those things went bad. And if you see the goodness in your eyes, maybe then you'll begin to realize that life don't give no alibis. What you see is what you get. And if you can remember, don't forget. This ain't over yet. But there ain't gonna be no big surprise. But you'll get nothing unless you try. Stand tall, hold your head up high. Look a passerby's right in the eyes. And when they turn around to check you out, give them something they can really talk about. And when you come down, way down to the ground, then you will understand. Yes, you will understand. And if there comes a time when you can't stand up, then you must show some grace in the way that you fall in. If you pick yourself up off the floor, I know it's painful, but you've done it before. Then you can say you're the only one, the only one who had that much fun.
Yeah, Rick.
Thank you. Now we do a little short little Cajun number I wrote. My father, he told me, be the best that you can be. My mother, she told me, be the best that you can be. I can't be what they wanted me to be. My father, he told me to choose your own road and there you'll be. My mother, she told me to choose your own road and there you'll be. I chose my own road, and that's not something that I want to be. They told me to just be me. That's not something that I want to be. Mon frère et mon père, mon père et m'a dit que tu dois poser dans ton propre lit. Ma mère, elle m'a dit que tu dois poser dans ton propre lit. Je l'ai posé, mais j'ai pas dormi. M.O.D. fait comme moi. Et ça c'est quelque chose que je peux pas. So I'm going where they told me, down my own road's where I'll be. So I'm going where they told me, down my own road is where I'll be. Down my own road is where I'll be.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
How's it going?
Say hi, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
Hey!
Welcome to this train car from vaudeville. Bought this vaudevillian train car from the 1900s. This is great. My name's Eric. I'm from Canada. Please don't hold it against me. I'm just here passing through. You know, I'm just checking out the open mic scene in this town. Is everybody here waiting to go on?
Yes.
This couple of, only a couple. All right, okay. I've only been in town for a few weeks, and you know, when you travel, especially nowadays, you need a phone. So a friend of mine gave me his phone just like a couple of weeks ago. He gave me one of these. Have you seen these? He said 10 years ago, this phone was the shit, right? Now it's just a piece of shit. But it used to be the fucking deal, right? And then I got a SIM card. It works. Cost me $10 for the SIM card, which is cheap. It's really cheap. I was like, $10, really? $10 for like the most sophisticated piece of technology? And it's only 10. I was almost offended at how cheap it was. Like, why the fuck are bananas $10 a pound? What the fuck is going on here? It's because food is grown by white people, right? So I'm from Montreal, and my mother's French. My dad's English. Anyone here bilingual? Anyone here speak? Yeah. Oh, come. Do you speak Spanish? Yeah. See? Anybody else bilingual? You are. What language? German. Oh, so you're trilingual. See, the thing is, it's nice to be able to speak other languages, right? But when you grow up with it, your mother's like, my mother spoke French, and I was like, I don't want to speak French, and she's like, I don't care, you're gonna learn, right? It was not up to me, right? You do speak French, obviously. The thing about French, though, is that it's like one of those, it's a romantic language, it's rooted in Latin, right? And so all the nouns have gender association. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the French word for house. Does anybody know it?
Maison.
Maison. That's right. It's maison. Is it le maison masculine or la maison feminine? It's la maison. It's feminine because all houses wear skirts, right? See, the thing is though, like, you don't know unless you know, right? There's no rule that says this is feminine, that's masculine. You just gotta memorize that shit, right? And there's some things that you'd think would be like obvious and things that are not obvious, like penis, right? Is penis masculine or feminine, right? Is it le penis or la penis? Anybody know? It's le penis. It's masculine, right? It's le penis. But here's the catch. It's vagin. Vagina. Is it le vagin masculine or la vagin feminine? Anybody know? Well, guess what? It's le vagin. It's masculine because that shit belongs to us, right? Are you mad at me? You're mad at me. Don't get mad at me. The Romans decided that shit. Like 2,000 years ago, it's like the Romans were like, we get the vag. You can have chairs and houses. Right? It's ours. We use it more than you do. So my mother's French, and she's like, but she didn't learn to speak English until she was 20. And like for 40 years, she's been speaking English, but she still speaks with like a really thick French-Canadian accent. Always talk like that. She always puts the H where there don't need to be the H. She always puts the accent on the wrong syllable. You know, when there need to be the H, there's no H. She say things like, I put my hand through my ear. Right? She say things like, how are you? Okay. Like, I don't understand, Mommy. You've been speaking the fucking language for 40 fucking years. There's no H. She's like, you know what I mean. You know what I say. You never mind. That's my mother's favorite thing to say. You never mind. I know you know what I say. I know you know. She always gets her popular expressions wrong, too. You know that expression, hit the road, Jack? You know that expression? My mother say, you hit the highway, Frank. I'm like, it's hit the road, Jack, and you never mind. You know what I say. Or you know that chick, you know that expression, when don't count your chickens before they're hatched, right? That's the expression my mother's like, don't count the chicken before it make the eggs. It's kind of right. Kind of. But my favorite expression of my mother's is, you know when that expression, when one door closes, another one opens, she'd say, when the door closes, open the window. Makes sense, no? You do it. You take charge. You don't wait there. You take it. You do it. Don't wait for the person to give it to you. You do it. The Anglophone, he takes a shit. The Francophone, they leave the shit. They leave it there. They don't take it. They leave it. You understand? No, this guy doesn't understand. It's like, exactly. I grew up with that shit. That was my mother. I grew up with it. My mother once told me, she's like, even if you have a child out of wedlock, I will love it. That's what she meant to say. But what she actually said was, even if it's black, I'll take it. I was like, did you just say that? You know what I say. You know what I mean. But, you know, like, being in the modern world, it's difficult. I would travel a lot doing comedy. I was in Scotland one time, and I met this half-Japanese Scottish girl. And she was super, super cute. And, I mean, a half-Japanese Scottish, like, that's the cutest shit in the universe, right? With a Scottish accent, half-Japanese. Are you kidding me? Super cute. And she's like, she kisses me on the face and says, do you want to come home with me? And I said, yeah, sure, let's go. And so we're like, frolicking through the streets of Edinburgh, and there's a castle, and it's all lit up, and it's all beautiful, and she turns to me, and I think she's going to kiss me, and she leans in, and then she just pukes all over me. Yeah. She's just sick all over me, right? And I was like, oh, Jesus. And then she looks at me, and she's holding me. She's holding me, and she's puking. She says, I have a boyfriend. And I was like, in that moment between her puking on me and her telling me she had a boyfriend, in my brain I'm thinking, this is still a possibility, right? But I'm not a total piece of shit. Right? She's puked all over me, and I'm holding her, and then her phone rings, and she's like, can you answer that? And I said, sure. And I said, who's Jay? And she's like, oh, that's my boyfriend. And then the answer is like, hello, and he's like, Hannah. I was like, no. He's like, who the fuck are you? I was like, oh, my name's Eric. He's like, where the fuck is Hannah? I'm like, she's being sick. He's like, don't go anywhere. I'm going to fucking murder you. And he hangs up the phone like a couple minutes later. Big fucking BMW. He's wearing a pinstripe suit. He's the local drug dealer. And he looks at Hannah, and she's covered in puke. I'm covered in puke. And he's like, oh, you're sick. And he looks at me, he's like, oh, you're just helping? Oh, you're all right. Sorry what I said. You're all right. Here, have some MDMA. And I was like, no, I don't do class A drugs. He's like, no, have some. And then he sucks on his own finger, sticks it in the bag of MDMA, and makes me suck on his finger in the middle of the streets of Scotland. And I was just like, oh, God, please. Oh, my God. Please don't put your dick in that bag. Because I will suck on that dick. Okay, that's my time, guys.
Thank you. All right, careful. Oh, you're dragging. Oh, you're good. Eric Amber, everybody. That was brilliant. Like me a little comedy between the musicians. All right, so now we got Tim Archer on, and then after Tim, Dogstar Rose, and then Az.
So, imagine you meet your soulmate. I'm in front of the Sidewalk Cafe, and I see this woman we make eye contact, and both of us went, oh, shit. She was in a different circle of people, so it's enough to feel someone's energy. Week goes by, another week. Talk to her. It's like, whoa. You grew up in a commune. That's crazy. My mom was a communist, Maoist. That's also crazy. Whoa. Then I saw her perform. I'm 50. I've seen a lot of performances. I perform for a living. Shit. And I learned something, right? You ever see a show, then you're like, oh shit, I just learned something. That's crazy. And every show I'd watch, I'd learn something like, damn. It's your soulmate, right? Then you get together, right? You're teaching each other about energy, about grounding and pulling it up, dancing with it. And then we have a kid. That shit is crazy. You created life. That's a lot of fucking responsibility. No wonder why most people crack. Shit. Once you have a kid, everything changes like, I mean, if you're any kind of decent person, because you could be a crazy person, it wouldn't change. I just have another baby. You have this little motherfucker, right? Totally dependent on you. You're like, anything I do goes into him, right? So I'm like, all right, first of all, I'm not going to edit myself in front of my son. Fuck that. Just tell him the truth or I won't say anything. Finally came up with how I'm going to tell him about God. What's that? Like, son, people believe in a lot of different things. People believe in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny, okay? People believe in a lot of stuff. Why don't you check it out? And I love this little guy. It's like there's a little time when their eyes are fogged over, and then finally when they can make eye contact with you, right? It's just like looking into another dude's soul. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. I'm looking into a version of me. You hope you do better, right? Or else there's issues. I spent like 20 years learning stage presence and charisma and how to do it, how to focus everything. He got it naturally. I'm like, oh shit. Just goes hugs a little, hug somebody. The person loves him. So in love, right? And then you know it's got to end. For our next number. Woo! And then I break up with my soulmate. I'm like, whoa. My soul wasn't complete, Billy Graham says, people come to my sermons with a hole in their heart. I fill it with Jesus. What Jesus? He just told us the whole fucking playbook. Hole in your heart. Fill it with Jesus. Hole in your heart. Fill it with food. Hole in your heart. You meet your soulmate, but you're still damaged. That doesn't mean you're fixed that shit. You still got self-awareness and maybe therapy to go through. Hole in your heart. You meet somebody and then you're like, oh, you're not the exact thing I need to learn to let go of everything. It's like in your body there's baggage, right? Like I used to get weekly massages once a week, the same day, the same time, the same therapist, to the same music. After a while, your body will just relax to that music. Anytime I hear Keith Jarrett, the Cone concerts, I'm like, my body just relaxes because 5 years of massages, right? And that knot is still in your body. I started going down to Chinatown. Everybody gets like, 1 hour at the most, $40. I went at 2 hours, and I went at 2 different masseuses to massage me at the same time. But I don't speak a lot of Chinese. They thought I was like a pervert. So then I was like, oh, no. One guy, 90 minutes. So I got them to 90 minutes, right? I get a 90-minute massage. I'm like, all right, now I'm just stressed out. I get another 90-minute massage. I'm like, all right, I feel kind of normal. Then I get a 60-minute massage because I don't have a lot of time that day. And now I feel relaxed. Holy shit, that's like 3 hours of massage more to just get relaxed. And I don't do anything, right? I own my apartment, shit. I don't do anything. There's nothing I have to do. And if I have to spend 3 hours of massage to relax, that shit is gonna kill you. Stress. It's gonna kill you.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I like this part of Williamsburg, really. Loads of areas are great. I'm travelling like lots of miles, finding all these wonderful music spots, and they're wonderful hosts as well. Yeah, I'm gonna be starring you later. I'm gonna be starring you. Az is up next. My great companion over there from Liverpool. I'm actually from London, but I do live in Liverpool.
You're not going to leave.
This next song is a reminder, mostly to myself. It's called More Loving. According to the practice of the dark side of the mirror, there's something in the face of it, but it's obscure. And tending not to want to pay attention to the fact that you are tending to be partying so much more. The mind believes that it perceives it has the power to deceive. A trick of light will make you believe in so much more. What do you believe in? Well, I hope you're gonna be more loving. And next time, before you're leaving, well, I hope you're gonna be. I hope you're gonna be more loving. I hope you're gonna be more loving. According to the practice of the mirror, on the wall there's something in the lips that steals the show. Now stealing shows from kings and queens, not as easy as it seems to live this life. You gotta wanna take control. The mind believes that it perceives it has the power to deceive. A trick of light will make you believe in so much more. What do you believe in? Well, I hope you're gonna be more loving. And next time, before you're leaving, well, I hope
gonna be. I hope you're gonna be more loving. I hope you're gonna be more loving. The next time before you're leaving, well, I hope you're gonna be more loving. Yeah, next time before you leave me, well, I hope you're gonna be. I hope you're gonna be more loving. I hope you're gonna be more loving. I hope you're gonna be more loving. Yeah, more loving.
A lot of people think this place is a train car. Whatever you think of it, Jonathan Demme's put it in his next new movie, so yeah.
What is it?
I just saw a trailer. I was in the theater seeing a movie, and I saw Pete's Candy Store flash before my eyes. Like, so yeah, Jonathan Demme's next movie has Pete's Candy Store in it. They already shot it, so.
You just look like a girl that was at an open mic night in Manhattan yesterday. And she's very good, and I sang along. She asked the audience to sing backing vocals, so I was the only one who joined in. Miserable bunch of bitches in there. Maybe they were shy. Thanks for having me.
Away in time, I never thought I'd have a time to make you mine. A time, your eyes, they cried. Fly along the sun, but you always mine. A time, we can't believe for us to see. We can achieve all we want to be. Believe in me, I know you need in me. Your eyes, divine. I've cried so many times and it hurts inside. I can't hide. Will you be mine? I'd die about 1,000 times to make you mine for all time. We can't believe for us to see. We can achieve what we want to be. Believe in me, 'cause I'm all you need in me. And I feel it when I touch you. I feel alive when I hold you. I told you that I break down if you leave. told you that I love you from the start, and you know this. I told you that I loved you from the start, and you know this. Told you.
I like to write a bit, and I think I can tell when someone writes good shit.
So it's come to the end of the show now, and all I have left to do is give thanks to everyone that's been involved, all those that I've met along the way. All of those at Pete's Candy Store out there in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. The Canadian comedian Eric Amber, Chink Floyd, Rick Snyder, Aaron McGee, Dennis on piano, and to the guest host Ryan O'Toole. And to all those at the bitter end, Evan, the host, Ray, Rostafa, Daniel Pittinger, and in the background there, Steve Blaine, who really writes good shit. And you have to just bear with us as well, the fact that there's one Londoner and two Scousers talking all over it in the background, joining in, creating havoc, of course. I'd like to thank Matt DeGroat at The Local in Queens, and Drink More Records. I'd like to just point out that earlier in the rundown of places for open mics, I mentioned the Sidewalk. It's actually the Sidewalk Cafe. That's down near, in between 1st and 2nd Avenue. And there are so many more open mics all over New York City, right up in the Bronx and Harlem, to down in Midtown Manhattan and all parts of the village, east to west, and then across on Long Island, Queens, Brooklyn. There's just a whole vast area to cover, but I've done it, and I would recommend it to anyone who wants to have an adventure musically out in New York City. So I'm going to leave you now with Steve Blaine, who I met at the bitter end. Thank you, and I'll see you all back in Liverpool one day soon. This is Dogstar Rose, Liverpool Community Radio, signing out.
Steve Blaine. I love your accent. I love yours. Are you from Yale, New Jersey?
Wow. London upon New Jersey.
London. Not Liverpool, is it?
Liverpool.
You've had too many tequilas, mate.
Yeah. This is another, I like writing in the words. That seems to be. I like it. Squeaky. They're very, the whole noir thing, the romantic thing, and nobody's writing that stuff today. waiting for Michael Bublé. Give me a call. I don't care.
Michael Pro Tools, probably.
Michael some shit. Okay, so it's got a verse and everything. A romantic love such as ours rarely comes around. We are beyond infatuation, a perfect combination to touch your hair, to kiss your cheek, to understand you're all I seek. To keep it short, I long for you and for the love that we once knew. Perhaps I long for use a phrase that I'll whisper all my days. One of my cliches come true. To keep it short, I long for you, but words alone will never do. Maybe I'll write a symphony with an I love you melody and play it over endlessly through and through. I'm just an ordinary guy who's scared to look you in the eye and beg you not to say goodbye. I am so lost and blue. To keep it short, I long for you. Forgive the foolish things I do. Now there's an aching in my heart. Why can't we make a brand new start?